Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Play, and Cyberpunk 2077 just somehow manages to pop up every now and then, even though it had what might be the most disastrous launch I had ever seen. Quite frankly, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, the anime on Netflix, is the only redeeming grace for this whole charade, in my opinion at least. I refunded the game on PS4 as first chance I got because it was an unplayable piece of shit, especially on the PS4. But Cyberpunk 2077 lawsuit forces CD Projekt Red to pay out $1.85 million. That's chump change to them over there. And quite frankly, just to be honest with you, I don't really have any faith in pretty much anything from CDPR going forward, especially now that they've gone full ESG. So CD Projekt Red has been forced to pay roughly $1.85 million as a result of an investor lawsuit in the wake of Cyberpunk 2077. So the suit alleges that the investors were misled about the state of the game's development. Hey, we all were. And further claims that investors were hurt when CD Projekt Red began offering refunds in the wake of the game's controversial launch. I would argue that if they didn't do the refunds, they'd probably be in a worse state than they are now, because they would have burnt more people and more people would have been less willing to give them another chance. So these funds were estimated to have been approximately 9% of the game's total revenue for 2020 when it initially launched, so that's a bit of a kick in the teeth. A judge has decided that these refunds and the company's portrayal of the game's state to investors were enough to cause the issue a refund to the investors at almost $2 million. So the developer has tried to recover goodwill with much of the needed bug fixes and the surprisingly good Cyberpunk Edge Runners anime series courtesy of Studio Trigger. If you have not seen Edge Runners, watch it. It's fantastic. It was one of the best shows of last year. So it appears that they couldn't undo the damage from the launch. The United States District Court of the Central District of California has reportedly given the go-ahead for CDPR to begin making payments as a result of the lawsuit. In the years since the release of Cyberpunk 2077, CDPR has come out to say that they were fully committed to the franchise. Bullshit. And now that the game is in a more serviceable state than when it starts, there are plans to finally release the much-awaited Phantom Liberty DLC. So although $1.85 million might seem like a good chunk of change to the everyday person, Cyberpunk 2077 has sold over 20 million copies as of December 2020, which leaves some wiggle room to compensate disappointed investors. 20 million copies, man. This game did sell well, all things considered. Like I said, $1.85 million, that's chump change to them. But you tell me how you're feeling about all this in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Play and check out geeksandgamers.com. And I'll see you all in the next video.